Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the new topic that is research. See, whenever we are telling about the behavioral science or the social science, the important component in that is the research. When compared to other subject, the social science research are entirely different. Methodologies followed, hypothesis formed, the analysis part we are doing, and how we are developing a questionnaire, or how we are developing a schedule, survey method, everything is different. We are having our own methodology to carry out the research in our subject. So today we will going to discuss about some basic aspects about this research, why one has to do the research, and what are the important things to be remembered when we are telling about the research. First, we will see what is research or from where we got this word research. Research is a word derived from the French language from a word called the researcher. That is nothing but to go about seeking. That is nothing but when the word itself indicates, which is having two parts, one is re, another one is search. That means we are searching again about the important aspects which may be already tested, or we are searching again the things which is not known to the others. So that is what in a broad term we can say that is research. But when we come to the definition of a research, it is more formal, systematic, and it is an intensive process of carrying on a scientific method of analysis. That means when we are telling about a research, we are conducting a research with a formal way, and it is having a systematic procedure to follow, and we are following analysis, and it is very precise and very intensive method will be followed. And usually research will be more systematic activity directed towards the discovery and development of an organized body of knowledge. So the what is the main intention of conducting the research is we have to come out with some results or new findings from our intensive activities which we are conducting, that will add up to the existing knowledge level of the people, or it gives an additional knowledge to the people. So when we are telling about the research, this modern research survey was first time introduced and popularized by Paul Flex Lazarsfeld. He is the person who is responsible for this modern research survey. When we are telling about the research, the subcomponent of the research is the social research. What is, in a broad term, we can tell it as a behavioral research. The social research is a systematic method of exploring, analyzing, and conceptualizing the social life in order to extend, correct, or verify knowledge. See, this verifying knowledge is mainly in terms of mainly results in a construction of theory or a practices to be followed by the people in future days when they are carry out that particular activities. The social research is mainly involves the studying about the society, their lifestyle. So that is what we could able to see, that in a social research the main components involved are the social welfare, social control, social cohesion, social prediction, social growth, and the social planning. See, when we are telling about the social research, one more component of this is the organizational research. The organizational research is mainly confined to study about the organization, mainly to get exposed to the number of theories and the research findings which is having a relevancy with that of organization. And when I am working in an organization, my research is mainly confined with what is going on in an organization, how it could be improved, and how it is relevant to the activities of an organization will be done here. Now we will see that what are the importance of conducting the research. The first importance of conducting the research is it acts as a source of knowledge. As I have told that we are going to conduct the research in a systematic way and in a scientific method, where we are coming out with some results that will going to add to the existing knowledge as it acts as a source of knowledge. And the second one is research is informative. That means it will going to give us an additional information. What we have understood about a particular thing may be different based on the research. See, the good example is COVID. The previously, when the corona came, they used to say that it is to spread through the through your that is what when you talk, whatever the droplets will come out, that is acts as a source, and it may go through your nose. That is the source. But afterwards, after the research, they have come out with that it can spread through air also. It is the airborne. Like that, so many changes has taken place. So the research will going to inform us about the existing things, and it is acts as a social cohesion and unity. That is nothing but based on the research when we are conducting, that will help us to keep the society, especially the social science research helps us to keep the society in unit or intact. Based on the research, we can come out with the concepts or the solution to do so, and it helps in conducting a better social planning. Whenever we want to achieve the development or the success of a society, we are coming up with so many programs or so many projects. So these projects or the programs will be successful only when if it is planned very well based on our previous research or the pre-research done, and this will helpful in successful of that program. And the next one is it acts as a solution of social problems. See, there are a lot of social problems. First thing is inequality or gender inequality. Usually in a traditional society, the female gender are suppressed when compared to the male gender. Based on the research, they have come out with the so many solutions. What are the steps or the strategies to be followed to empower the women to come to keep them equal with that of the male gender? And the next one is structural change. One can able to know about the structural change and the factors which are influencing on the structural change through this research. See, you imagine about our Father's Day, how it used to be the rural area, how used to be the rural life. But now if you go to the village, the rural life has also become urban and it is modernized. And the structure of the rural life has been changed. We could able to know based on the research that what are the factors influencing and what are the changes we could able to see in the rural area based on this research, and how we can able to bring about the structural change in the society. And the next one is social welfare. When we want to achieve the welfare or the development of the society, we must know what are the drawbacks or the shortcoming, where we have to concentrate. That will be known through this research. And the next one is social prediction. Prediction is means what will happen in future. See, so many things has come. Good example now also I want to give you about the corona. The COVID third wave is coming. They are telling, they are predicting. This prediction is based on their research only. So like that also in the social research, we can able to predict what will happen in future based on this research, and it acts as a social control. That is nothing but there may be some change in the social behavior of the people in a society, or something which is not under control could be done based on the research. What are all the measures to be taken to achieve this social control? And the next one is the social growth. To achieve the social growth means society growth of a society or the development of the society, we must know that where we are backing and where we have to concentrate and what we have to do to achieve the growth. And the next one is new techniques. Whenever we want to introduce the innovation to the rural area or for the welfare of the people, we must know that how it has to be introduced and how the people will accept, what should be in the format, and what are the strategies I have to use to become a successful in introducing a new techniques. This could be informed through this research. Now we will see some of the characteristics of a research. The first one is whenever we are conducting a research, it is mainly directed towards finding out the solution for the problem. See, research is nothing but with a problem, and we are conducting some of the work or collecting the data, analyzing and coming out with the solution to that problem. So research mainly directed towards finding the solution for the problem. And always the research is emphasizing on generalization principles or the theories that helps in predicting the future. Whenever we are coming out with the solution or we are coming out with the research findings, that helps us in predicting the future or what will happen in the future, how it has to be tackled and how we can able to take care of it. And always the research is based on observable experiences. That means once you have to conduct in the field, What is the research? The second one is you have to collect the data, observe it, you become a part of it and get the solution for that. And the next one is always research demands accurate observation and description. See, research is nothing but when you put a crop in the field and you are always going to take the findings or the results from the field, how the plant is going to perform after 15 days, 30 days, 45 days or 90 days, about their leaf size, performance, flower, yield, everything. When it comes to the social science research, we have to observe how the people are behaving, what is their status, how the technology is adapted, what is his knowledge level, what is his perception. Everything has to be keenly observed and that has to be described very accurately and very precisely. And always the research involves the gathering of new data from primary or first-hand source. Usually in a social science research, we used to get the data based by scheduled or survey method or through the questionnaire. That is what the first-hand information. Or sometimes we may take the secondary data and based on that we can able to see the what are the changes took place or what we require the solution for the problem. Whenever you are conducting a research, you need a expertise. If I want to do a research on a woman issue or empowerment of a woman, I must be expertised in a particular field. Then only I can able to conduct the research. Otherwise, the lacking knowledge will also going to give a wrong result for the problem. And it strives to be objective and logical. Whenever I am conducting a research, it must be objective. That means there won't be any partiality. I have to consider each and everything impartially and think, and you have to conduct the research in such a way that one after other, the stepwise it has to come. That means it has to follow the logic sequence. And usually the research is characterized by patient and unhurried activities. Whenever I am conducting a research, don't be too hurry and don't be in urgency. Have a patience, observe it, talk with the people, collect the information and come out with the good results. If you do the hurry and you could not able to observe the key factor, that may give you the wrong result. And whenever I'm doing a research, that has to be carefully recorded and reported. When you are conducting a research, the results should be recorded and reported. Otherwise, it could not be used in future or you cannot able to remember after some days. So that needs to be recorded and reported. And it requires a strong determination to know the unknown. Whenever you are in a research, sometimes you may fail in conducting an experiment. You may not get the results. You should not lose heart. You must have a determination until you get a result for your unknown factor or knowing the things which is not known to you. Now we will see what is behavioral or social science research. When we are telling about a behavioral and social science research, it mainly includes or helps in predicting, prevent and manage the illness. Illness in case of individuals or maybe in whole population. And this research is also helps the people to change their behavior, understanding the treatments and learn how to stick with them. That is the social science research. When we see the rural area 15 years or 20 years back and now, and if you predict after what will be after 10 years, so that the people has to adjust with this change. Not only in the rural area, maybe in the urban area also, we are experiencing a lot of changes. So this research will help us how a people can adjust with the change in the scenario or change in the situation and how we can adjust with our behavior or understanding level could be done. But in a shorter way, we can define that the social research is a systematic method of discovering the new facts or verifying the old facts, their sequences, interrelationship, casual explanations and the natural laws which govern them. That means it is helping us to find out new fact or verifying the already existing fact in a sequence, or we will come to know what are the interrelationship that will help us in knowing or what are the factors which is influencing them will be known to us. Based on that, we can take a corrective actions or developmental actions. Now we will see what are the different methods of social science research. The first one is the qualitative method. Here we are going to study about the quality of that. For example, about the knowledge or maybe the perception or maybe the attitude of the people will be studied in this type of research. And the next one is the quantitative method. In a quantitative method, we are mainly concentrating on studying about the quantity, that is extent of adoption, impact in social terms or economic terms will be studied here. And the next one is the experimental method of research. In the experimental method of research, we are going to have a treatment and we will going to compare with one to another treatment. And the next one is field study method. Field study method means we will go to field, we will observe it and going to get the information how it has been done. Evolutionary method, that means what will be before and what is now because of the intervention, that will be studied in a evolutionary method of research. Comparative research, the comparative research means here what will be the previous variety after introduction of hybrid, what has happened to the people or the yield level, we are comparing with the previous and now will be done in a comparative method. Survey method means here we are going to conduct the survey about a particular factor and data will be collected. Based on that, we are going to analyze and tell about this. The case study means we are going to select one concept and maybe the successful farmer, how he is successful because of organic farming. We will study in depth about a particular farmer or about the organic farming and we will give a detailed information about that particular research. And the next one is the interview method. Interview method means we will going to interview the successful farmer or any successful things and we will come out with the factor which are responsible for their success or a failure based on the interview. And the next one is the questionnaire method. The questionnaire method is the one which we will going to send to the expert and ask them to answer it and based on the answer we will analyze and come out with that. Sample method. Instead of whole population, we will going to select a certain people as a sample and we will going to study and come out with the results. And the next one is interdisciplinary research method. Interdisciplinary research means not only in the social science, we may consider other disciplines also together, how much it is impacting or what is the result of introduction of new variety with respect to yield, with respect to agronomical cultivation, on social, economic, nutritional status, everything will be studied together is a interdisciplinary. And the next one is the public opinion poll method. Here we are asking the public about their opinion and based on opinion, we are conducting the coming out with the results for a particular problem. Now we will see what are the importance of the social science research. The first thing is it helps to open new vistas of knowledge and wisdom. By conducting the research, it is going to give us an additional knowledge for us and we will going to learn something new out of it. And it is considerable sense of satisfaction, joy for knowing the unknown things. Always, whenever you are coming out with the results which is not known to you, you have found out something, you are always getting an satisfaction or you will get an joy that I have found out something. And it is helps in finding out the social reality. See, many times we say that by introduction of new variety, the socio-economic status of the people has been increased. They are getting more profit. Their social status, economical status has been increased. But in reality, it may not be so. So it helps us to know about the social reality. And social planning will be effective. As I told that based on the basic data, we can plan very effectively. And it finding the extent of different social problems and similarities and differences of social culture. See, there are many social problems we can come across in the society that could be find out. And what are the similarities and differences in a social culture? See, many times there may be a similarity in the one culture to another culture. There may be a differences. If any similarities, how the technology could be introduced. If any differences, how it could be tackled. And it indicates the structural changes needed by the society. See, nowadays we are achieving the modernizing or we are westernizing, we are developing. So I cannot expect that my children should be like that or my mother cannot expect that I should be like her because there is a need of lot of changes over a period of time. We should adjust with the changes which is taking place in a society that we can able to identify through this social science research. And appropriate welfare reforms can be introduced based on the basic research. We can able to identify some of the welfare reforms which is very essential to achieve the progress or development of a society. It helps for prediction and goal for the future. Always based on the research, we can predict that what will happen in future and how it could be tackled and what the goal should be maintained by the others to achieve the success in a society. It helps in improving the old techniques and innovative technology could be introduced. See, based on the research, the old technique could be introduced due to the modification done by the farmers or the researcher. Otherwise, to tackle with the farmers, based on the social science research, we can able to introduce the new technology or innovation could be introduced. But even though it is having lot of advantages or the importance, it is having its own limitation. The first one is the complexity of social data. Whenever you go to a society, it is very difficult to get accurate data from the people. So at that time, it is very difficult to get it. And the next one is it is very difficult to interpret the relationship between the cause and the effect. Many times we say that the rainbow is due to the rain. It may not be so. It may be due to some other factor also. So this is what the example I have given here. The cause is the rain and the effect is the rainfall. The rainbow, sorry, rainbow. But it may not be so when we are telling in a social science. See, if a person is very poor, I cannot say that he could not able to have a land or he is not adopting a new technologies. There may be other reason that he is having some bad habits or the expenditure is very high. He don't know how to save it. So many factors may be there. So in a social science research, it is very difficult to interpret the relationship between the cause and the effect. And there may be a problem of concept. That means usually we cannot define a term in a precise form. There may be a chance that the concept may change, the problem may change. And dynamic nature of social phenomena. Always the social phenomena is changes over a period of time. So I cannot define or take for a granted. And if I am delaying in a research, the social phenomena may get changed and I may have to adapt some other technique. And the next one is problem of maintaining objectivity. Very difficult to maintain the impartial nature of collecting the information. So when it is a society, there is a chance of failure in maintaining the objectivity by the researcher. Nature of unpredictability. See, always we are depending upon the people, nature, and the society. It is very difficult for us to predict it. So unpredictability is very high. We cannot judge what will happen future. According to my research, I may say that this is the things, but it may not. Usually, in a COVID case, also they used to say that the first wave is there, second wave may enter or may not, third wave may enter or may not. But the prediction is very difficult. It has come. So that is what could be observed in a social science research also. Difficulty in verification of inference. Whenever we are drawing the conclusion, it is very difficult to verify with others because of dynamic nature of the social phenomena. When I am conducting some research and coming out with some results, if I want to verify with the before one or the which is conducted already or those who want to conduct in future may not be same because of the dynamic nature of the social phenomena. And the next one is it is difficult in use of experimental method. Whenever I want to conduct a social science research, it is very difficult to come out with the experimental method. All the concepts cannot be taken under experimental method of research. And the next one is it is incapability of being dealt through empirical method. And the problem of interdisciplinary research. Whenever we are telling a social science research, many times it is very difficult to club the other disciplines with us and conducting the research. And many times it has happened that we need the support of other disciplines to conduct the research. We may find difficulty in that case. And the next one is less finance. Whenever there is a question of social science research, always the financial support given is very less. That may not be enough for us to conduct effectively and efficiently the social science research that has to be carried out as per our expectation. This is all about some of the basic information about the research. When you want to conduct a social science research, you must know what it is and why it is important, how it has been conducted, what are the types, but what are the limitations. If you know all these things, and then we can make ourselves prepared and get a good problem for studying about the social science, and we can come out with the solution which may be very attractive and very useful for the society. Thank you so much, and I hope you have